Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to another episode in Spakovo, Poland. We are starting our day in beautiful second half of April. The weather is nice and we do have some high winds forecasted, but I don't think that's gonna be an issue for today. So yesterday evening I have chalked out where I want to have the magical pond built, dug out. And gonna be doing that today, but before we do it, I do want to go over to the grass field and turn it over with the tether so it dries up a bit nicer. So that's gonna be our first task of the day. And it shouldn't take us long. And while we're on our way to the meadow, we are gonna have a quick little look at what I've chalked out, where the pond is gonna be, what shape it is gonna be, because I think it's gonna fit very nicely in here. So as you can see, it's gonna be down here in this corner, because I have been walking quite a lot up to the houses, to the huts, and I've been looking at how it would change the landscape, because I do want to get a few trees planted around. And this one feels like it's in the sweet spot. So it doesn't cover too much of your view, and the more you go left, the more it's gonna fit the scene. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a very well placed little pond. I'm not hoping to dig it too deep. It's gonna be, let's say, a meter and a half, nothing more. So if a child walks in or something like that, he or she doesn't get swallowed by the water. So yeah, I think it's gonna be extremely nice. And of course, our lower edge of the pond has to be the, let's say, the leading edge. We're gonna have to dig from here into there because the terrain is going upwards. Alright, let's see where we're at with the... Did everything just rot away? That's terrible news. Oh no. Oh no. I've checked yesterday evening and the moisture was like 16% of the grass, but I was definitely not expecting it to be completely gone. 17.41 the ground moisture. Well, I'm gonna have to make a phone call. I think I'm gonna have to call Mr. Pavel and ask him if he has any bales to sell. Because right now I can't wait for another round of grass cutting. So I'm gonna have to buy a few bales off of him. Okay, so let's just put our numbers together. We need something for the cows. We need something for the sheep and goats. And we need something for the horses, even though I do think horses still have plenty. How are we looking grass-wise? I'll go downwards. Wow, this was a gut punch. Alright, we have plenty of hay still in here. But sheep and goats, yeah, you still have plenty. I think the cows are the most problematic because they also eat the most. Let's see, our cows have 2000 liters left and 700 is in the meadow. Alright, change of plans. I'm gonna put this back and then I'm gonna go and sell our grape. Not grape juice, but wine, because it is ready for selling. And after that we'll start digging. In the meantime, I'll have a word with Mr. Pavel if he has any free bales he could sell us. Just when I thought that I was getting on top of things, I was clearly not. But 16% moisture that would completely rot away. That doesn't really feel right, does it? What could be the case for that? Mysterious rotting. Okay, I know there was a short shower during the night, but it was not that hard. Okay, so yeah, this completely took me by surprise. This really did take me by surprise. And here are 1 and almost 2 full pallets of wine waiting for transport. The price, I think it's pretty good, so we're not gonna wait anymore. Whoops. Still trying to wrap my head around what has just happened with the grass field. Because every time I try something and I read up on things and, you know, just trying to make it through, in the end there's like a devastating no. You shall not. You shall not be successful. This should take care of it. And away we go. Down to the usual place. Because nobody else takes the wine, I think. Or you know what? We could try at the local store we built. Let me just make a quick call. Nope. The only place that takes wine package like this is the transport company on the other side of the town. Yeah, but you gotta admit one thing, even though this car is extremely old, it's also extremely comfortable to drive. Yeah, the suspension is... it's like you're on a waterbed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Again, crazy drivers. Alright, well, I'm gonna have a word with the office here and see you on the other side. Alrighty, 7,917 for the wine. Alright, this is a really good price, I think. We sold it in the right moment. Well, at least something is going our way. Okay, well, I did speak with Mr. Pavel and he does have 2 bales he can lend me. Excuse me, sell them to me. So I'm gonna make a stop at his place and I hope we can actually put them on the trailer and take them back. And we're gonna have one for the cows and one for the sheep. Just in the meantime, while I figure out what's wrong with my grass, because it really shouldn't have rotted away like that. Maybe someone stole it. Nah, who would steal grass? Well, nah. No, scratch that thought. Alright, I think it's time for our annual coffee break with a very strong coffee. Oh man. Yeah, so you know what, I planned to do a little bit of tedding and then start digging, but life seems to have different ideas. But everybody, it's already 3:30 p.m. So we kind of wasted the whole day in here. But the thing is, there was constant rain and high winds, and I really couldn't go anywhere. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't do any field work. Mr. Pavel already went up there, and he's gonna push 2 bales down so I can load them in my trailer. No, might be better if I leave it closed and load the bales sideways. In any case, yeah, he gave me the keys for the tractor and I'm gonna go around and get it. Hey, look at that. I never noticed that he has the same trailer as I do. Well, I do now. Awesome. Wanna break off the door. I gotta say, this Fendt tractor really does have a nice sound to its engine. It's like very throaty, very... It sounds like it has a lot of compression. And you can hear the turbo whistling. Cool. Oh well. Seems like this is one of those days that things just don't go to plan. So yeah, thinking back about it, even if we did have the grass still on the ground in the morning, we probably would be without at this very moment, because it was very wet, very high winds, and I do think it would destroy everything. For some reason, this tractor feels like it's a lot easier to handle bales with. Feels like it's not as high as our Zetor is, and it has a much smaller or lower hood. I don't know which one is true, but this is how it feels like. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I didn't want. Thank you, bale. No, I can't put that on the bale. It was completely my fault. Wait, what? Did I miss it? Okay, now I'm just making a fool out of myself in front of Mr. Pavel. That is not good. I do not enjoy that at all. Ah, well. I'm gonna have to change it to the left spike. And yeah, Mr. Pavel is only charging us 100 euros per bale, which I think is a very fair price considering what you can get. Okay, and it said I can leave the tractor right here. Let's just try and roll this one so the other one gets in the trailer. Okay, beautiful. Look at that. Like a glove. Alright, yeah. I said I'm gonna send him the money on the wire transfer. So on the way we go. Yeah, it's a shame it's so late in the evening already, but we are definitely gonna break ground today and start digging. Since we don't have the bale spikes, I do think I can use the pallet forks to take the bales off. So let's try it like that. Yeah, I should take it from the other side, it's much more spacey over there. And of course I spiked the trailer. Try and get in the center. I could get used to this. Maybe I should buy a bigger baler. wait for it. That can't bale anything because we don't have anything on the ground. Yeah, maybe that's the solution. Yeah, you know, I kind of sort of always resort when I'm having issues or trouble with something. I always kind of resort to making fun out of it, because then it lessens its weight and it's a lot easier to stand it. Okay, they took it. Do we leave the whole bale over there? Let's check the weather. Because if there's gonna be any rain, it's probably gonna rot away. Over here. Well, so far it says sunny, but do I trust it? So yeah, I guess I messed up with the timing on when I actually cut the grass. Otherwise, I don't know what else I could do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Break stuff. And then I hit everything in the front. Alright, well, without any further delay, because we are gonna be paying for the wheel loader. The price is 1,000 a day. It's not too terrible. Could be worse, could be less. But mostly, yeah, I don't want to keep us waiting, so yeah, everybody, it's time. It's time. Of course, I forgot the keys in the house, so I had to go run and get them. Okay, let's climb into this baby. let us begin. So as a base, I think I want to start at the bottom, as I said. Probably somewhere on the other side, so I can then dig backwards. I don't know if that is what you do. Is it doing anything? Doesn't seem to. Oh, yeah. Now we got it. Okay, where do I dump this? I think I want to dump it at the top so I can actually load it up easier. It's time to take it away. And this is our first hole. Did you look at that? Alright, let's try once more. Hey! And we're digging, everybody. The pond is near. The end is nigh. And yeah, this doesn't really have a huge bucket, so it's gonna take a while, but you know what, I'm in no rush, even if I do this for 3 or 4 episodes. You're afraid now? You should be. I might go one step deeper than this at the moment, but that's mostly gonna be it, you know, because as I said, I don't want to go too deep, just because of safety reasons, and you know, it's kind of dangerous having too deep water very close. There's got to be something that's family friendly. Alrighty, well, dig a hole, and I dug a hole. Okay, this is probably gonna be one of the last scoops, and then I'll take a bit of time off to level everything off so it looks presentable. But look at that, we have a mountain of stone over here. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to loading that up into whatever. It's probably I'm probably gonna order a lorry or a truck, because I can't be bothered. It's probably tons and tons of rock. Surprisingly, this wheel loader actually did fairly well. I know it's not the most beautiful hole, but it's my hole. And we're gonna make it look nice, don't worry. And on the other hand, nothing is in nature is straight. So if there are a few waves, I think nobody's gonna be the wiser. Can I get out on this side? Yeah, I'm probably using this wheel loader in a not very good way. In any case, let us go out and see where we're at. Yeah, okay, this over here is a bit too deep. You can see it's deeper than I am tall, which is around 1.74 meters exactly. So yeah, I'm not a very tall guy, but still, this part over here is too deep. I'm probably going more for this kind of depth. So I'm gonna take some time off camera and I'm gonna try and level this so it looks a bit nicer. And yeah, stay tuned. Alright everybody, I did say that I'm gonna be back in, when I'm done with this leveling, but let's go and have a look in here. I did find two things, because I took a few minutes off and I scrolled through the used vehicle market, and one of those things is this class Roland baler. This one makes round bales, 125 centimeters, and it only costs 7,262. What are the options? Anyway, 7 grand, which is a very good price for a baler, and it would produce bales the same size as we bought from Mr. Pavel. Now this is one thing, and there is another, because if you remember, I have been speaking about letting our Lamborghini go and changing it for something else, and look at that, a Zetor Crystal 16045 for 28,000. Now this, and it has 150 horsepower, which is amazing. It's a lot, and it looks like a very good working tractor. And I want it. So let's see, if I would take it, I would probably put the Mitas tires on, and I would go with the front weight. Yeah, this looks massive. The paint, we wouldn't change that, but look at that, for 30,000 we can get this beast. Oh man, my heart is tingling. I want it. I need it. It doesn't have the beacons, that's true. It doesn't have a front loader, it doesn't have probably many things that we have in our tractor right now in the Lambo, but still. I think I'm gonna go for it, but let's do it next time. Why don't we? Man, what a beautiful tractor. And look at that, a combine for 9,000. Like, what is happening? Everybody's just selling off their equipment. Oh well, in any case, yeah, be right back. And this is the final product. Yeah, I think this depth is just the right one. I might even make it a bit more shallow and put a few more rocks in. But mostly, yeah, I'm very happy because it's the gradient is fairly slow. Even if you start walking in, you won't, well, fall into it, I hope. So yeah, this was the start, that's the doer, and this is the product. And yeah, we have a mountain of stone. Oh, I didn't see I was spinning it into the road. No matter. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a shovel and I'm gonna try and make a connection between these two, so next time it will hopefully be filled up with water and we can start putting some more decorations in and stuff like that. I might even make a path around it. I don't know, I still haven't decided on that. Yes. You're wondering what that is, right? Now, don't be shy, don't go away now. That horse was staring directly at the wheel loader. In any case, yeah, I do have to pay 200 for the bales still. I haven't forgotten, so let's do that. I do have to order, because yeah, I'm gonna take I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna take the Zetor. I hope it's the right decision, because this Lambo we have is a very good tractor, and it looks like it's gonna have a bigger turning circle than our other tractor has, the Zetor. But yeah, I kind of want to go with the theme, you know. We're here in Poland. Why don't we find something local? Because Lambo, I think it's German. Probably. In any case, yeah. So this is gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun. And we'll see you next time. So take good care of yourselves. And goodbye.